New You and Your Personal Experience Lab. July 13, 2015. Dear ones, perhaps you recently surprised yourself with your thoughts or actions, knowing without completely understanding how you know something. Or were surprised with the new gentleness or loving kindness of others. All part of New You and New Earth. More new pieces will become part of you the next few days. You already know your unexplained time gaps are indicators you are exploring other frequencies or dimensions. Now you will likely start experiencing sparks of light, time travel and/or crunches of sound or colors. All former 3D indicators that something was amiss with your brain or other parts of your physical being. Such is now merely part of New You. For it is one thing to travel to various times, dimensions and frequencies in your sleep state, allowing either a lapse of memory or a convoluted definition upon awakening, and quite another to experience two different times, places or sensations in your wake state. It is unlikely that a full picture, either in terms of seeing or experiencing, will immediately be available to you in your wake state, but it soon will be. For you are practicing the skills to do so with a flash here, a sound there, and other sensations that might surprise you. Perhaps you wish this test process to be complete tomorrow, for you feel you have waited long enough. So you have. Eons. But again, this process will be at the pace correct for your being. Human birth is approximately 9 months following conception, give or take a few days or weeks. So it is for you now only with the greater time span, for you are now on universal time, which is no time in your reckoning and warp speed in hours. So give or take a few months, and you will be zooming to various frequencies, times, and places, while allowing specific segments to hold down the fort of your physical being, knowing in your wake state that you are in more than one location at the same time. If you experienced such a transition before your physical and intellectual being was ready to do so, you would question your sanity and/or physical health. So you will adjust somewhat slowly to your new dream wake state. Perhaps you wonder if others will know you are experiencing more than one location in your wake state. Some of those at the same or similar place in New You development might even elect to join you or to help you create more experiences. Others, who have not yet reached this bifurcation stage, will not note anything different. Just as those who experience Earth death might visit you if they wish, even though you do not necessarily know they are doing so for they are at a different frequency. So it is that your dreams can be visited, as is true for dimensions, frequencies and times. Does it not make sense that you explore your creative ideas, testing them before you create? Think of your creations as complex dreams that you play within by shifting a wall, piece or person, evaluating the rightness of your dream, and starting over if that creation does not produce joy. New You is starting to create your personal test lab. For it is one thing to slip into new dimensions and times, but quite another to use those dimensions and times for your creative, fun ventures. That is how those of other dimensions create. No longer will you pine for a specific house, job, spouse, or event, only to discover it is not quite right. For you now have your personal lab to test pieces, places, and people before the final creation. That is how you will ensure joy throughout your day. Not only will you have the joy of creation, but also the skills to recreate, shift, or change any piece that is not right for you. Such will happen somewhat frequently at first, for you will create dreams you are familiar with in your 3D world. After a bit of time, you will throw away all creation parameters, to create new colors, people, places and things. All creations to bring you joy. As you become more skilled, you will create new environments, even new dimensions and frequencies. Do not the universes determine the number and level of dimensions? Yes, but you are the universes. Not only can you play with time frames and outcomes, you are fully skilled to shift dimensions and frequencies. When we first spoke of you creating new objects, you limited those thoughts to that which you understood, people, places and things, within a 3D framework. Meaning you could visit different dimensions and frequencies, but you had no ability to create anew within the parameters you understood. You probably know you can shift your history to something more peaceful or joyful via time travel. Now it is time to learn you can create, shift, expand, or do whatever you wish within dimensions and frequencies. You assumed you would create within limitations. You have no limitations. You are creating a new world. You have a blank canvas. What type of painting/life do you wish to create? Traditional, abstract, or something entirely new? Your being, your world, is a blank canvas in all dimensions, times, and frequencies. Your role and your freedom is to create something that has never been before, in joy and love. So be it. Amen. Channeled by Brenda Hoffman. www.lifetapestrycreations.com